G'day mates, how's it going? You're on DirtByte. Welcome back to the Farming Simulator 25 Highlands expansion, which is primarily focused around the agriculture, new types of cows, new sheep. You can see there we've got different sheep in here. I think today we've literally left off pretty much exactly where the last episode finished, but I think today we should be looking at expanding into the agriculture, the offshore agriculture, and to do that we'll just need to get a loan, and we'll look at that shortly. Might just speed time up a little bit, see if we can get rid of some of this rain, give it time for the fish sap, the fish production to do its thing. It's going to take a little while, so just let that run. What we are going to need to do is we have harvested a field, basically that field there, so we need to finish bringing in the barley, and we'll also need to bale it, so we need to look at getting that underway soon, but obviously with the rain it's not practical at the moment. So I'm just going to jump into this tractor into the New Holland. I'll head over, we'll get the harvester unloaded and get this put into the storage area while it's raining. We'll get it done as quick as we can. The straw and stuff, that'll dry out, I'm sure. It looks like the sun is going to come out sometime soon. We just need to get this here sorted out quickly. Here we go. Start that up. Pipe out. So we've got 64% in here. Let that unload. Then we will have to go over when it stops raining and do that field over there. We also own that. Not 100% sure what that is yet. We can check in a little minute. But let's just get this offloaded and put into our storage area. So there we go, that's finished. Back through the yard. It's definitely a nice big farmyard area that we start off with. Plenty of storage for equipment and grain. That should go into there, no problem. So while that's filling up, I'm just going to drive this over to the other field. We're not going to get it started, obviously, because it's raining. I just want to get it over there, get it ready to go. Let's see what's actually in there. Is it possibly oats by the looks of it? We'll see in a second anyway. So I'm just going to park this here. I'll have a quick look. Oh, okay, well, the gate opens outwards. So it's wheat. So we've got a field of wheat that we're probably going to have to harvest today. Let's have a look at the calendar for this area. So, wheat. Yeah, so we actually have to harvest this today. Does it have... So hopefully by around 5 PM the sun's going to come back out. So I'm just going to accelerate time a little bit more until we get rid of this rain. And then I'll just get the worker started in this field. Because, yeah, otherwise if we don't harvest it today, it will most likely wither, and it's just a waste of a really good field. While that's getting through, let's have a quick look over here. I think this is just a ploughed field. So, yeah. It's just ready to be planted, seeded, once we can. And this forecast, there we go, perfect. Let's reduce that time back again to give us plenty of time to get this field harvested. Better not go that way. I've got to go around here to where the actual door is. And again, like I said, we'll just get that worker started on this. If the header fits through the gate, which I think it will. Alright, I'm happy to leave that going. So we need to work out how much of a loan we need. So the barge was 275,000 and the offshore aquaculture farm was, I think, 120,000. So that's what, 400,000 roughly. So let's just go in here to the finances tab and borrow. So we need at least 400,000. So I think we'll just take out a loan of 400,000, and that will leave us a bit of whatever we've got in excess at the moment is still in the bank to spend on other things. So but almost there. There we go. So first thing is I want to install this. So obviously we have to go down to where the water is, which is the castle down this area. So the dock is just here. So I think we want to be close to the dock. We don't want to be too far away from it. I want to rotate it around. We rotate it like that. I reckon that will be good. Perfect. So we should be able to, on the map, see where that is. So that's our, if we visit, there we go. So obviously we're going to bring our little trout and little salmon over here. So yeah. And obviously we can do it without fish food. So 36 young salmon equal 26 fully grown salmon. Or we can get the recipe with fish food, which is 36 salmon and to 32 salmon. And I assume that the trout is the same. Yep, very similar. So that's good. So now all we need is our fish, which might take a little while, but once we've finished harvesting that field, we'll be able to move on to the next day. But while we're down here, I want to go and get our cargo vessel. $275,000. And there we go. Easy. I wonder if I can... No, I'm not going to have to jump that far. I should just have to... Now, I'm assuming that this isn't going to be very fast or very maneuverable. You know, 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers. Yeah, no, it's good that we didn't put the fish farm too far away. We don't want to spend too much time going back and forth on this barge, but we're going to take it out for a quick spin. I really like the water physics in the new version of Farming Simulator 25. Being that there's actually like waves now, and I think those waves interact with other items in the game, such as that buoy. It may make that move around a bit. Let's see. No, it doesn't do that, but I think it moves other boats. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come around here. I'm going to moor up next to that jetty, and there's no point heading over to our fish farm until we actually have the fish to put into it. Welcome back, here we are. So I'm just gonna follow the combine, get the 80% into this trailer. I've finally got the barge moored up, which is good. Took a little bit of effort, a little bit of a learning curve to work out how to operate a barge, but I got there in the end. Once we have this done, we probably should go and get a baler and start baling the straw in the first field, because we've got to wait until this is all harvested, so it gives us something good to go on with while the worker is finishing this off for us. There we go, that'll do. So I'm not sure if this tractor will be able to pull a baler, but we can definitely go down to the shop and get one. That's weird. I think this tractor is not working properly. I keep putting it into forward gear. It's not working, so what I'm going to do, just going to reset it to the store. If I can. Vehicles, if we can do it from here. No, I think you need to be outside of it. And the workers run into the tractor, which is never good. Let me just sort that out before we go and grab the reset JCB. Let's hope it works properly now. So it's in... Yep, that seems to be working better. Let's see if we're getting a baler. So give me a second, we'll be back with you in a minute. So I'm just looking through the balers here. Like, a square baler is definitely out of reach at this time. So we're going to have to go for a round baler. Now we've got this one, the crone, which can do up to 180 centimeter bales. So can that one. The case can only do up to 150, and this one can only do 125, but the difference in price, because we're only renting, I think we should go with the bigger one so we have less bales to pick up. So let's lease that. It is a bit expensive, but it's alright. It's 100 horsepower to run. I'm not sure exactly how much horsepower our tractor is. So while I'm here, I'll have a quick look. Is it in here? So its base model is 130. So the fast track should be able to run it. So let's go and get hooked up. And we'll go back to the farm and see if it'll work, or if we have to change it over to the New Holland. I hope it will work, because I'm really enjoying this tractor. Alright, I'm going to head back over there. We'll start the baling. And we'll just see how it goes with this. Get a few bales done. We'll just get that field finished so that we can move on to tomorrow in game, where we can finally get some fish and take them out to our newly purchased aquaculture farm. So I'll be back with you shortly.
Red dirt rising on the western wind, sun burning holes where the shade has been. pushing hard till the day runs down. Saddle leather cracked in the horse's nose. Every fence line, every creek that flows. Radio crackling with the weather call. But the sky tells the story best of all. When the work is done, when the last gate swings, there's a bottle waiting, cool as mountain springs. We've earned this moment, earned this sweet release. Frost on the glass and the days at peace. Our father worked this land, his father too. Taught us everything the dry earth knew. How to read the seasons, when to move the herd. How to find salvation without a word. When the work is done, when the last gate swings, there's a bottle waiting, cool as mountains.
Welcome back. So the harvester has been getting along pretty well. It's just got notification, got just to over 80% tank full, so I'm hoping they can get back to the top here so we can unload going back down. So I'm just going to get position and park up here, wait for him to come up and turn around and head back down. On the other field we've been working, I think we're probably about halfway through, maybe over halfway through the baling, so it's going pretty good. The JCB handles that baler no problem, which is really good. I enjoyed it driving that JCB, so I'm enjoying that. And of course the worker couldn't quite get to the top, so I'm gonna have to stop it and back it back. But realistically we're gonna have to empty this trailer anyway pretty soon. Well, like, the trailer is not going to, the trailer's going to be completely full following this emptying of the harvester, and the harvester isn't going to get completely emptied anyway. So what we'll try and do is we'll offload what we can, get the worker started again, and I'll take this up to the storage area, and we'll come back, and hopefully by the time we come back we can unload the rest going back down the hill, back down the field. There we go, 90% in the trailer. There we go, it's full. So get the worker started again. Oh, and he's just run me down. You right there, buddy? Yep, okay, go that way. It's not usually very good if you run your boss over, but anyway, we'll let him off the hook for now. Let's go and dump this up in our drier storage area. There's been a fair bit of work to do on the first day, but I'm looking forward to getting this all tidied up. We're not going to finish the baling today, but we're definitely going to finish the harvesting. Quite happy to keep the baler overnight and finish that tomorrow. But yeah, definitely going to get this harvesting done. Let's get this up here. Every time I drive into this yard, I'm impressed. I think Giants have done a great job with the detailing, the layout. Yeah, really enjoying how everything looks. Let's get this unloaded and hopefully back to the field in time to catch the harvester going back down to finish unloading. We have to come up here and move this stuff out of the way that was left behind when the JCB just magically disappeared. As if someone had just plucked it out and put a brand new one down at the store for us. Come on, car, hurry up. Need to cut in behind you so I can... I think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. I reckon we won't get it, the trailer full by the end of the row, but at least we'll get some of it underway. Save a bit of time and get that, help get the crop off faster. Okay, obviously he didn't really want to finish emptying that, but that's fine. I'll leave them to it. 51%, so I'm going to drive back to the top. We're going to have to unload coming back down again. So we'll get up here. I'll get positioned again. I'll bring you back in when we are coming back down, loading from the combine. So we go. The work has been up, turned around, heading back down. They've got nearly 80% full tank again. So this time, I hope we can empty it entirely before we get to the bottom. It should be plenty of time. There we go, that's good. Matching that speed, perfect. And this way, yeah, it'll be a lot better. And then we can leave it, the worker to it for a little bit longer. Head back to baling. I reckon we have to bale that first field completely by the time this work is finished. Which should be a pretty good day's work. We'll definitely be ready to rest after it, that's for sure. Well, let's hope that he's got... So it's been pretty well offloaded now. I'll park this tractor back at the top of the field. So we'll be ready to come back down again. Then I'll jump back into the JCB and we'll have a bit more of a time lapse of the baling and cutting back to here to empty out the combine, and then we'll come back in once this field's all finished and we're ready to go and rest for the night. So we'll see you soon.
Dusty boots on a digital plane, twangy guitar, synth refrain. Sunsets glow, a pixelated hue. This old country feeling brand new. Neon prairie where the tumbleweeds roll to a drum machine beat, losing all control. 80s echoes and a cowboy squeak under the stars, wild and free. Classic beats, steady pulls through the static. My heart exults from the honky tonk to the arcade light. Dance until dawn through the digital night. We are putting on the top of waves full to the concert scene beat. Good still awesome soul.
Welcome back. Well, there we go. That's all baled now. So I'm just going to head over here and see how the combine's going. I got another almost full load taken over to the storage point during that time. It's looking like it's getting pretty well finished. So it looks like there's possibly, yeah, just one more pass. So what we'll do is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to jump in the tractor. We'll cut out here in a second and I'll bring you back in once we've slept. It's tomorrow morning and we're all set, ready to go over to the fish farm. So we'll see you soon. Welcome back. It's now the next morning, and as you can see we have 5 pallets. It looks like 2 salmon and 3 trout. So I'm going to jump into the tractor, get these loaded up onto our little flat bed there, and we're going to head over to the agricultural farm. Now, I do not know how well I'm going to go with the forklift in here. Hopefully I have allowed enough room in here to get to these pallets. So what is going to be the best? Let's try this view. Zoom in a bit. I wonder if I can pick up 2 at a time. Now, in this series, I do have some mods installed. I'm playing on PC. No, like, content mods, but I do have quality of life mods You can see in the bottom corner, just near the speedo, the tachometer, there's 2 circles there. That's a angle meter for the forks. I just find that helps to get things lined up. Just a little bit easier, you know, with it being in 2D. In real life, it's quite easy to operate a forklift. Like, I've operated tractor forklifts and like real forklifts many times. With you know, got my forklift license many years ago. I just find in the game that really helps, because if I center it out at 0, 0 and 0, when you pull back it should stay on. Yeah, perfect like that. So let's go ahead and get these other 3 on, sorry. I think I might need to level a bit more ground out. Just coming this way a bit so I can come in straight at them. But let's see, okay. This is going to be a little bit more tricky. Because of the angle. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. I think I can close them up like that. Let's see if we can get into it from this end. I know this is probably painful for you, everybody out there that is experienced with this sort of loading, but like I said, I'm not that good at it just yet. But there's plenty of time for me to get better and learn. I have found since I've had a farm stick and a steering wheel, it does help. And if I can just nudge this on here without everything falling off. Yeah, no, it's fallen off. Give me a few minutes to get this loaded up, and then I'll bring you back on when we're about to load up on the barge. Welcome back. So here we are, heading into the bottom of the village down near the port. I'm going to go into here and we're going to get loaded up onto the barge to head out. It took a little bit of work to get these loaded up nicely, but I finally got there. It's definitely going to take me a lot of practice to get used to it. But I still enjoy it, so it doesn't bother me at all. Let's see. Oh, yeah, now they tipped the fish out onto the... Okay. How do we get to where our barge is? I think we go through this way. There it is. What I'm going to do is hopefully... I'm assuming this will fit down this gangway plank thing. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to drive it straight on to the barge, hopefully. Makes sense to me. If it can get up there. Excellent, so we're on. Turn the engine off. Let's jump up to the bridge and we'll get over to our fish farm. Raise the gangplank or whatever bridge. And full reverse. It's not too bad once you get the hang of it. Now full forward, we should be able to spin around and be pointing in the right direction. There we go. So now we just need some forward momentum to get us over there. So since this is going to take a little while, what I'll do is I will just do a quick cut and I'll bring you back in once we get there. So I'll see you soon. So here we are back again. So I've got parked over here. I think that's close enough. There was a bit of an issue with the controls. So now I just have to work out the controls for the crane. So let's just see what they are. So that brings it in, that spins it round. Okay, yep. That connects it. Yeah, okay, so how do I lift that up? Yeah, nice. Turn it around. Lift it up some more. Now I need to push those boom out. So how does that? Oh, there we go. So get in the... It was slow to take a while to get the hang of it. So one pallet loaded. So now just the rest to go. I need to find a better... It may be better to view it from this angle. Drag that in, around. There we go. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. There we go, second one going across. It's a bit tedious, so let me just get this done via a time lapse, and I'll bring you back in when we're done. There we go. We have got those delivered. It took a little bit of learning to operate the crane, but we got there in the end. I know this boat is having this barge is having a little bit of an issue in regards to going straight for some reason. I know I did crash it back there, so maybe I bent something. So my main goal is to get back to the dock so I can get the tractor and trailer off, and then I'll probably have to reset like I did with the tractor just before. But I mean, that's it. We've done pretty good today. We have baled a field. We have also harvested another one, and we've dropped some fish off at our aquaculture fish farm. So I'm quite happy with the progress we're making in 2 episodes. It's only the start of day 2, so we've got a long way to go, but I'm really happy. I'm really enjoying this. So, you know, I appreciate your time. I think we'll leave it there. Just remember to keep your boots dirty and your bites clean, and I'll catch you next time on DirtByte.